Hello and welcome back, everybody, once again to the premier shit-talking show, freeform conversation between two friends just freeballing it all the way through, balls deep, of course.
Like Tom Petty when free balling.
Exactly. You're going commando, freeballing. We're doing it here. We're going in raw. Fucking tits akimbo. Let's do it. I, of course, am your host. Your slightly inebriated host is that. It is the day after my birthday and spent all weekend celebrating, of course, so I am Trav.
Happy birthday, bud.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. It was a good one.
It's a good day to be alive.
Hey, once more around the sun, you know?
It's a good day to be alive, sir.
It sure is. And I share a birthday with somebody that had it yesterday as well, and we'll talk about that in just a little bit.
Yeah.
But I am, of course...
Uncle Donnie.
Uncle Donnie. Hell yeah.
Uncle Donnie.
All right, shut up for a second so I can introduce you. I am, of course, joined as always with my fellow host, the Vanilla Gorilla, the man, the meat, the legend, Ozempic's final boss, Joey Fats, everyone.
The ADD of ADD. I'm your favorite ADDer's ADDer.
He puts the tism in patriotism.
Oh, boy, do I put the tism in a lot of things, let me tell you.
Yes, indeed. We are back once again.
Yes, we are back. I'm glad to be here. I'm fired up for tonight's show, actually. This has been we've had technical difficulties the last few weeks. We haven't had a show, but
yep.
I'm kind of glad it all worked out the way it did, because I feel like now we have like a really good run of shit to talk about.
Whether we get to all of it or not, it remains to be seen.
Yeah, like, which is a good problem to have, right? You know what I mean? Like,
correct.
Because the news cycle, the thing is, like, the news cycle moves so fast. When you do a show once a week, like, you know, something could happen tomorrow, and by the time we get back on Monday, it's old news. You know, and it's tough doing a once a week show. Sometimes.
A lot of it seems to happen in the middle of the week, and then every once in a while, a weekend thing will pop off, and that's worth mentioning.
There was a run when we were doing Row 1 Seat 1 during the early years, like 2014, 2015, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I just felt like we did our show on Wednesdays at that point, and every like Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, something big would break. Whether it was like the Patriots and the Deflategate scandal, the Tom Brady lawsuit shit, like it was just like it just timed out perfect.
Yeah.
And it was so awesome because we were just like, we had a fresh insight, like a fresh event, if you will, to comment on. And it just made like that whole, like, it was like a year of just like, it made it so easy to do the show.
And yeah, it's a big enough talking point to where it has legs. It'll last a while.
Yeah, you didn't have to like wonder like, oh, what are we going to talk about tonight? Like,
yeah,
you know, oh, it was a boring week. Like, do we want to do a top 5, you know, all-time list or whatever? Like, no, fuck that shit. Hate that stuff. It's so boring and gay. But this way, I feel like we've got UFC coming off of last night on the White House lawn. We got last week's the Karmelo Anthony case. We've got the deal, potential deal with Iran. You know, who knows how true that is.
Deal shots fired on both sides again.
Yep. And we got plenty of stuff to get into. So, you know, and we are exactly halfway through Pride Month.
Thank God.
I don't know what that means, but here we are. We're halfway through it.
And I'm agnostic. So me saying thank God is just like rhetorical, but it still remains the same. Like,
we drink Dr. Pepper in this house, God damn it.
Yes, exactly. Thanks something. Hell yeah, Dr. Pepper is more real to me. It's tangible. I can consume it.
Well, you don't know. Is it root beer or is it cola? You can't possibly know.
It's Dr. Pepper, man. It's got 23 flavors in there.
Exactly.
And they'll be damned if they'll tell you like more than like 4.
Right.
The rest, yeah, they're keeping it real close to the vest there. But yes, we got a lot to talk about, so why not start off with the big event from last night? A lot of things went down. Somebody's birthday as well as my own. 2 polarizing assholes were born on Flag Day, okay? And frankly, they're 2 of the best Americans I can think of.
It was sorry, I'm not distracted. I'm in a different browser, so I'm trying to turn my fucking
you were
YouTube
on like
thing. No, I'm trying to just turn my YouTube onto
yeah, you had your Pornhub on like tranny shit or something probably.
Yeah. No, I just want to go to dark mode, that's all.
Needs to not be quiet. It hurts my eyes.
It's just I feel like it lights me up too much
the
video. Like, you know what I mean? It looks like shit.
Yeah.
Wait,
yeah, and if you're already using a key light, that's just added light.
I'm not actually. I got my lights on like super dim right now.
Well, yeah,
on like blue, but
no, it's coming.
But anyway, yeah.
Yes.
So last night was
fun.
Honestly, dude, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of forgot that that was the UFC was on.
Yeah.
Like I think I'm so used to it being on
Saturdays.
On Saturdays that I just kind of fucked up and I was like, oh shit, that's right. It's on tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And so I showed up late I was late to the party. I was tatty to the party, if you will. You know, as they say in Southie.
Yes.
Oh, here we go. Dark theme. Oh, thank Christ. Gee, that took me way too long to figure. For being as like what I would consider as tech savvy as I am, that took me way too fucking long.
Well, they bury that shit, and yeah,
they didn't.
You
they
look
didn't.
slightly less bright right now, so it worked.
Yeah, it's like a spotlight coming on my, like, coming all over my face.
Oh yeah, if I switch to my Gmail right here, it brightens me up like a motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm like, I feel like I'm Kim Kardashian and Ray J's here, and it's just like, all on my face.
Oh, or not him getting hit in the face, and then, man, what'd you do? You just cost us money.
Right.
Weren't you supposed to be dying of a heart attack like weeks ago? Like, why are you fighting in MMA? Like, shitty MMA, but MMA.
No shit, right? Well, what the fuck? Yeah, right. That was a weird one.
Yep.
Anyway.
Yes, yesterday.
So yeah, I was a little toddy to the potty last night, so I didn't get in. So I had to go back and watch the highlights from the earlier fights, which I didn't really watch, like the highlights of the fights. I just watched the cliff notes, if you will. And then I did watch the main event, which was
besides
Gaethje
and
versus
the Spanish guy. Yeah.
Yeah. I love we both said that at the same time. Yeah, Spaniard. Which was unbelievable. What a fucking fight. First of all, I just want to say,
Yeah.
what an entertaining fucking fight that was.
Mm-hmm.
Like, those dudes just stood there and were just boxing it out. Like,
They
it was
both
awesome.
laid it all out there. In the second round, I thought Gaethje was done after that liver punch, then he was getting rocked on the ground.
Screwed. Yeah, liver punch is no joke, dude.
That can somebody else got hit with a liver punch in one of the other fights and immediately crumbled, and that was pretty much it after that.
It'll end your day in a real hurry.
Yes. It's definitely gonna fuck up your entire week going forward.
Yes. Like, I do not envy the Spanish guy. What was his name so we can stop calling him Spanish guy? Hold on.
Toma. He was the champion.
Ila Topuria.
Yes.
Topuria. Okay.
So I don't follow it like I used to, but I know who Gaethje is. I've watched it. I saw his last fight that he had. That was also an absolute war.
I know his last name. I've heard the name.
He throws bombs. He's got a strong chin, and he's got good enough cardio where he can go 5 rounds if need be, depending on...
Well, clearly, because he went 5 rounds and...
Oh, it went 4.
Almost.
At start of the 4th, they called it, I think.
Which, I'll tell you what, dude. 5-minute rounds is a long fucking time to fight somebody.
Yes.
That is a long time, dude. That is a really long time. It's just why I love the UFC. I love all this stuff. It's just one of those sports that, like, I love it. It's cool. When it's on, I watch. Mm-hmm. But it's not something I follow closely.
I followed it more years ago.
Gaethje's been around for a long time, right?
Yeah,
quite
a while.
Like 38 years old, almost 40.
He's
like
closer to 40 than he is not.
Yeah, so like I think he's pretty up there in age, and
yes.
But to watch him go out and do what he did, and the way he could strike and hit and throw punches, dude, like, I mean, dude, he bodied that kid.
He turned his face into hamburger. Like,
yeah, like I thought
they should have called it after the 3rd round when it looked like they were going to.
Yeah,
which was weird because it gave him more time, and the doctor said, "Oh yeah, he's done." And then they were like, "Oh wait, no, he's not. All right, he's good."
Right, and they were saying that, and they're like, "They're giving him more time." Like, what the fuck? Like, and the commentators were getting pissed, because of that. And but it was wild to watch, dude. It was fun. I'm glad they did it. The backdrop, though. Like the fights are obviously like that's what everybody's there to see, and that is super cool.
Yeah. He's 37.
37. Okay, so yeah, that's up there in UFC age, dude. That's fucking ancient.
It's up there. Yes, it certainly is.
That's crazy old in UFC age.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously the fights take, no pun intended, center stage, and everybody's there to see the fighters, and I'm glad they produced the way they did. Because the backdrop of having that on the south lawn of the White House, like having the White House as the backdrop to that fight was fucking awesome. I'm not gonna lie.
It looked incredible. The production value is top. Dude, the walkouts for everybody, and then for the main event, they both walked through the Oval Office and then through the part of the like interior, exterior, and then the interior again of the White House.
East wing, right?
Yeah, it looked great.
It really did. It was pure cinema, and I was a little bit tentative on like whether or not this was gonna work. I loved the idea of it because I thought it was super cool. I'm like, hell yeah, dude! Like, let's have a fucking UFC fight on the fucking White House lawn. Like, that's the coolest shit ever. Like,
yes.
What the fuck? Like, the White House is like, it's just there. It's like, yeah, it's a monument. It's the White House where the president lives, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, but they have this, and then everything's gone after that. And
yeah. And like,
yeah. Lost you there, Joe.
White House. You know what I mean?
Got you back. Nope, shit, there you go again. Where the hell are you, Joe?
It's gonna work.
All right, there we go. Shit, it keeps cutting out. Let's see.
And am I here? Am
I got you. Yep.
Oh, okay. Hold on, I'm trying to. Where the fuck?
Yeah, that was weird how rapid it happened there.
Yeah. Whoa. I see 5 of you now.
Hell yeah.
Well, 4 are frozen and 1.
Shit.
I
God damn it. Check. Jesus Christ, Joey.
like left him.
It just keeps kicking you right off. I'm not sure what's going on right now. If it's on my end or yours. Either way, this shit's gay.
I got you.
Okay. Nope. Shit. And we were just getting into it. Let's see if this works.
I can hear you.
Yeah, now I got you. You're on for like a couple seconds, and then your camera goes off.
Like it just keeps cloning your screen.
Huh.
So like see like a frozen version of you, a frozen version of you, and now the live version of you.
Oh, so you're in my first stage of me max headrooming you.
Yeah.
That kind of shit.
Exactly. Yeah. But to what I was saying, I'm glad they pulled it off.
Yeah.
And I'm glad it went as great as did, because like I said, the visuals of it were spectacular. The whole production was spectacular. Everything was awesome, dude. Like I don't.
Yeah, it looked great.
Anybody who says anybody who's like, oh, that was a disgrace, that was stupid, or that's so beneath it, dude. Fuck out of here, bro.
There's been worse shit that happened there, and yeah, I have up now on screen a picture of when the flyover was happening just over the White House itself.
Yes.
And over the octagon.
That was rad as fuck.
I mean, that's great.
Like, look at that. That is just that is absolute. Like that is,
like you said, pure cinema.
Like Michael Bay couldn't have made that look better.
Oh, Michael Bay probably came and immediately passed out after seeing that.
No, Michael Bay looked at that and he goes, not enough explosions.
Yeah, not enough like shaky cam either.
You know, but
yeah.
but literally though, like you've got the what is that, the Blue Angels and the Thunderbirds doing a joint flyover, which is fucking awesome as fuck. And you've just got a great sporting event on the front lawn of the White House. Like, why not? And it is awesome. And it is anybody who thinks that this was not a major success is 1,000% suffering from Trump derangement syndrome, and they are just being disingenuous, because no one can objectively look at this and be like, oh, that was awful. Like, the fuck it was. Like,
yeah,
dude, that shit was rad as fuck. Like, if Obama had put this on, I would have been like, you know what?
I gotta give credit where credit's due. That's pretty fucking rad, dude.
Yeah, you did something cool, Chocolate Stalin. Good for you.
Pretty fucking rad.
And, you know, it was, dude, it just, everything worked out like pretty titties. And, it was awesome. I'm sorry, it was fucking great. Now, there was a couple of moments that were, you know, or one moment that was like not great, in my opinion. I know you thought it was funny.
No, it's cringe, but I laughed.
Really is.
I laughed when he did it.
It was like, obviously we're talking about what was the guy's name? Was it Hockett?
Yeah.
Hockett, something like that. The guy that basically came out like in his victory speech was like, Michelle Obama's a man. And
yeah, that's the point. Yeah, the thing that you look. I thought it was funny. I also thought it was cringe and like dated. Like,
yeah, like.
But
he was like the laziest fucking like.
He
like,
started
really,
this like whole like he's basically doing a wrestling persona while doing promo work.
Yeah.
So
and that's
it's he might claim he's in character, but still, no, dude, you're doing this. That's a choice, and
yeah, you're doing it to keep your name relevant.
Granted, he did knock out the other guy who was the favorite.
People are going to talk about you. You know what I mean? and they're gonna, but the problem is they're talking about you because you called Michelle Obama a man, not because you were a better fighter that night.
Right.
And I think that, like, as a professional athlete, for me personally, like, that would piss me off. Because, like, you know, how many times do you see guys, they'll answer a question from a reporter, like, kind of flip it.
No, you froze up there. Yep, you're still frozen. Let me see if I can get you back. It looks like you had a stroke. Where the fuck I've been, Jelly? I've been right here, man. I'm not on Facebook anymore. Joey, I can't get you back in right now. It's the damnedest thing. I can't even, remotely get you back on here. Try again. Yeah, you're still frozen, my dude. I don't know if you need to restart on your end. I can hold down the fort if that's the case. Yeah, it's still not working. What a shame. We got this shit to talk about, man. And Jelly, how you been? You and the kids, you still down in Florida? With a wifey too there? Need me back there. No, I can't get on there right now. Unfortunately, I cannot. I need to get a new device. And I'm not due for an upgrade, really, on my phone, probably until the fall. So, not that much longer, but still, I'm not in no rush. I'm on Instagram and on X. Both handles on there are at Arsenio Corridor, so you can follow me on there. Let's see if we got you, Joey.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. I don't know what Streamlabs is fucking up. There's no fucking way this is something that we're doing on our end. No way.
We're doing, like, last week I found out, that was on my end. I had my VPN on, and that was fucking with it. But I've had my VPN on before while doing the stream, and nothing happened. This time it's completely off. It's not even open. So yeah, if anybody wants to hack me, now's the time, I guess. Joey, lost you again, didn't I? Yep. Yeah, keep laughing, Jelly. Keep laughing, you son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. Trying to get you on here again, Joe. I made sure to update everything today and make sure everything was on the up and up. Not to say it couldn't be on my end still, but might be on yours. Let's see. Yeah, so got you frozen, friend. So Joey, tell me about your thoughts on the Edmund Fitzgerald. Oh, very interesting. Very interesting. You have anything else to say, Joey? Oh, okay. We're trying to get him back on here, folks. You see, this is what happens when you don't have producers and the staff and the crew to do the thing while you talking to the microphone, you see. I could try to disconnect him, send him a link. I think I might have to do that. Give me 1 second. We'll give that a shot. So you know the link, you son of a bitch. Yes. Son of a... We'll see if this works. You know, that's live streaming for you folks, with two people from different locations. And the software. I think, yeah, Streamlabs OBS is as good as it is for how streamlined it is and easy and workable with your peripheral devices like the Stream Decks that I have. It's nice. But, yeah, it's a pain in the ass to program, pain in the ass to work around, and sometimes this type of shit happens. I mean, initially I had these issues like this too, and now we're continuing to have them, just in different ways. It's gay. It's gay. But we'll try to carry on. If for some reason Joey can't actually finish this episode, then obviously we'll call it. But yeah, we gotta get this one in. Too much shit happened over the last couple of weeks. We got things to talk about. It's already almost 9 too, which is not great for me. But I'll keep on keeping on. And it looks like he might be back in. Let's see.
Now I think we're good.
Okay, let's hope so.
Yeah, well, so I've noticed if I'm on the left-hand side of the screen, we're good.
On your display?
Yeah, on my display. But if you show up on the left, it's I can hear you and I can see you, and I can see me next to you, but you can't hear me.
That's fucking weird.
And I saw 2 dudes kissing today, and it still wasn't this gay.
Yeah, no, this is gayer than that, I'd say.
It's gayer than AIDS.
Gay AIDS?
Gay AIDS. Super AIDS, if you will.
Gayer than Freddie Mercury dying of AIDS?
Pretty gay.
I mean, that's pretty gay.
It's pretty fucking gay, dude.
It's kind of the gayest shit ever.
Big facts. Anyway.
But yeah, the fights.
So we were talking about the guy who said Michelle Obama is a man.
Yeah.
Listen, I am all for taking low blows to Big Mike, okay? Like, I have no problem with that. Like, I do it all the time. But I feel like a victory speech after you just won is not the place to make that joke. And like I was saying before, you know, sometimes, like, how many times, like, will an athlete answer a question or make a comment in an interview, like, just flippantly, like, kind of off the cuff, whatever, and rather than their performance on the court, the field, or the octagon, whatever it might be, being the focal point, that comment becomes everything. And
yes,
that's all their story becomes, and it takes away from their accomplishments in their sport. And that kind of sucks. And I get, like you said, I get this guy was like, he's playing a part, because why the fuck else would you make that comment? Like, it doesn't.
You could tell he immediately regretted it too, because he walked away awkwardly, and the crowd was mild. Like, there were some people like, yeah, all right, but it was mostly like,
yeah, the crowd was very like, okay, like, sure, like, whatever, like, and. Yeah. Listen, the joke landed flat. It was not a good joke. It wasn't well placed. It wasn't well thought out. I think he just thought he was going for some shock value, and, like, you know, we got a pro-Trump crowd, which means everybody hates Obama, and so on and so forth.
Yeah,
and
you're at the White House. I'll say something like, oh.
Yeah, I'll say something crazy, you know, like, whatever. And listen, I was like, I heard the joke, and I was like, nah, that ain't it, Chief. Funny. I laughed because I'm like, I can't believe this motherfucker actually said this shit.
Yeah, that's kind of the most of the reason that I laughed about it too, over it too, because it's like, oh shit, really? He said that? Nah.
Like, wow, okay, didn't know we were doing those jokes tonight. Like, all right, bet. But what I do appreciate about this joke, and even though the fact that it landed flat, even with everybody on the right, because, like, you know, and I know, like, we hate the Obamas, not because
I don't particularly appreciate them.
yeah, like not like it's not because of the color of their skin or anything
No.
like that. It's because they're just held in such high regard
And for
by
what?
the liberal media for right, like they act like the 8 year run of Obama was like some like unprecedented record setting like term of prosperity for the
Joey,
entire
you
country.
don't understand. It was literally a renaissance of the human spirit, okay?
Yeah, like hope,
Okay, everything
change.
was great.
Yeah. I mean, you had Jeezy writing songs about him before he was even elected. Like, this guy was already revered in on the liberal side.
Yeah,
before he ever even stepped foot in office.
You were the chosen one.
Yeah, and even though like all he did as a president was further divide the country and contribute heavily to the globalist, communist, uniparty bullshit that the Clintons and the Bushes had done prior to him. Like,
Yes.
you like, and everybody's like, well, what do you mean the Bushes? Like, dude, George Bush, the second George Bush, might have been the worst president ever. And I don't even know that his dad was that great. I mean, he held me when I was a baby, so, that was cool. But also, I'm pretty sure, like, that might have been the most evil run of presidents that we've ever had. Like, of just absolutely evil people running the country.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
it's pretty high up there, I would say.
Like, when you look at, like, George Bush Sr., and, the Gulf War and everything like that, which, like, was crazy, but wasn't like, oh, my God, that was terrible. But then you had the Clinton administration, and then George Bush Jr. taking over, and you're like, hold up. Like, could you imagine this for 1 second, right? If Trump hadn't have gotten elected, we would have had 3 decades of Bushes, Clintons, and Obamas running this country.
Yeah.
Like, if that is not the very thing that Bernie Sanders preaches against all the time, I don't know what is.
And who's Bernie Sanders, of course. It's another career Democrat politician. Like, regardless of his party affiliation, but a fucking career, piece of shit. Never did anything for anybody but himself. Claims to be for the people, is only for his people. And by that I mean him and his immediate family.
I mean, he sits here and he always goes on TV and he's like, we are one step away from an oligarchy. Okay, we are almost an oligarchy. This is an oligarchic country. Whatever the fuck terms he comes up with.
Yeah.
And he wasn't. He's actually not entirely wrong when he says that, because, like I said, if it wasn't for Trump being, as Michael Moore so eloquently put it, the hand grenade that got tossed into the middle of the machine. Like, we would have had, you have George Bush from 88 to 92, and then 92 to 96, and then Clinton takes over. No, that wouldn't have made sense.
No, yeah, Clinton had 2 terms.
92.
Yeah.
Yeah, Clinton was 92 to 96, then 96 to 2000, then we had George Bush again.
Yep.
So you had Bush, Clinton, Bush, Obama. And then we were this close to another Clinton.
Yeah.
Like, that's 20 years of 3 families ruling the country.
Yeah, and that asshole Hunter Biden is now on X, and he had the audacity to make this tweet. I don't know if he was being self-aware about it, but he said, basically, in the 21st century, there hasn't been a Democratic presidential party, or president and all the in cabinet and all that stuff that didn't have a Biden involved. Think about that. And I was like, did you just admit? What did you just admit to? Because
one, say the quiet part out loud. I'm pretty
sure. Yeah, because it's not really a brag, other than the fact that you're pointing out how controlled it was up until Trump.
Right, exactly, and that's what gets me. So, anyway, not to go off on a tangent about this whole that whole thing, because that's
because the event last night was amazing. It was shot very well. I loved everything about it.
But
it looked great.
my whole point of bringing up this whole thing about the Obamas and how revered they are by the left, and especially the media, is that's what the sole thing that saved this comment and this, like, Michelle Obama is a man, is how angry the leftist media got over it. I mean, they lost their shit last night on Twitter.
Yeah,
it was awesome.
I looked at it after the fact because I was busy enjoying watching it, and then I saw it before bed, and I was like, oh shit, yeah, okay.
and that's the only thing that made me happy that he said it, because, like, while the joke was lame, he's not a professional comedian, right? We don't expect these guys. So,
no.
And again, this is, we're asking, these guys to be entertainers and entertain people, and it goes beyond just their fighting skills a lot of the times. But also, like, let's stop trying to make these guys into something they're not, which is stand-up comedians. And, they tell these silly little jokes and do these silly little things, and they do these bits, and they land flat. But I do believe the reaction that we got out of the left last night and this morning was actually makes it worth it.
Well, I mean, if that's what he wanted to do, then he set out to do it. He did it properly.
I don't think that's what he wanted to do. I honestly don't. I don't think that was.
Well, he wanted to get attention for saying something, and
I think he wanted
for better or worse, he got attention.
Exactly, but it was just another example of, like, how Obama is just treated as the golden calf. He is the golden goose of.
Oh, you can't say anything bad about him. Why?
You cannot say anything bad about him.
He didn't do that much good. Limits. He did, like, more bad things than he did good things, as far as I
mean,
know.
not even South Park would go after him.
They did occasionally, but it was only, like, the election things. And anytime he was depicted, it was very
made him out to be like, like a hip, cool fucking.
Yeah. Oh, we're getting this cat, and we're naming it Sprinkles or whatever. Like.
Yeah.
Yeah, they never, like, parodied him.
No, they never did. They never did him like they did Trump with forget this last season. Now that season doesn't even exist.
No, there was the Ocean's 11 episode. Boom baby, like that thing.
Boom baby, where him and fucking
McCain, everybody was
John
involved.
McCain are working together.
Yeah, everyone was involved on both sides. Sarah Palin.
Yeah. They were all working together just to get elected so they could steal a diamond.
Yeah, and they were all acting the same way, just like they were in Ocean's 11.
And then Obama has a turn of heart at the end, and he's like, "I think I'm going to give this president thing a try."
Yeah. After
but, like,
all
that
these
was
years,
that was like the worst thing anybody ever said about him. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And that's what I think pisses me off. And I'm glad that this guy made this joke now because of how mad it made the Atlantic, the Athletic, the New York Times, the CNN, MSNBC, The View, all these talking heads that they have no problem calling Melania a call girl, a slut, a whore, a prostitute, a future widow, whatever, like all this shit. But as soon as you say something about Michelle Obama, it's like, whoa, bro. Chill out. Big
the very maybe factual claim that she's a man.
I mean, just like Obama's birth certificate, we've never seen proof that she has been pregnant.
We haven't.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Look, all this stuff is easy to fake. When you have when you're that up high.
Oh, dude! I mean, come on. They look what they did with Joe Biden for 4 fucking years. You know what I mean? Like, they buried him in a basement during the election season. They used COVID to force mail-in balloting, which we now know is completely farcical and fraudulent. Which I could go back actually and pull up a New York Times article from I want to say 2000 or 2001. That says that mail-in balloting, mail-in voting is rife for fraud.
Oh, who would have thought that would be possible at all? No.
What was his name? 2000.
Not in this day and age. They must
It
have
was
used
all about,
forever stamps then, because those things they're always good to send.
I gotta go back and find exactly who it was that did it. But basically, the New York Times, the leftist rag, basically put an article out like 10, 11 years ago. I think it was like 2011. Maybe it was earlier than that, but I want to say it was right around 2011. Anyway, and they're like, yeah, mail-in voting, the amount of fraudulent ballots and shit like that, and all this other stuff is like through the roof. Like, they're like, it's rife for fraud. And this is reporting on, basically going back to the 2000 election with Bush and Gore, and they're like, oh yeah, well the mail-in balloting and this and that, and then all of a sudden they're like, wait, you know what? Let's use that. Let's not talk about the fact that it's it's easy to manipulate. Let's just use it to our own advantage. And that's exactly what they did. And they did that during COVID, and it was total bullshit. And we all know at 3 o'clock in the morning when all of a sudden Biden was suddenly surging in the polls, and we're like, wait a minute, hold up. Just the same way Nitin Raman, in the mayoral election in LA, got more votes than Karen Bass and Spencer Pratt.
Yes.
All during these these mail-in ballots. And then you go to these people, these investigative reporters are going down to Skid Row interviewing homeless people, and they're like, yeah, they were paying us $5 just to, get our vote.
Yep.
And they're like, what? That's not true. There's no mail-in, there's no fraud. And you're like, the fuck there isn't, dude. Like, yeah, there is. Like, we know there is. Like, again, it goes back to that old Godsmack adage. Don't piss in my face and tell me it's raining, or whatever they said in that stupid song.
Yeah. Well, Judge Judy said it famously before that.
Yeah, I know. I like to throw Godsmack in there because I know how much you dislike him.
Yeah, they're not that good. They never were. And now Sully can't sing like he used to. He can't do he was never really a metal singer.
Yeah, no, he never was a metal.
He was a hard rock singer, but he wasn't doing.
I was gonna say I never really considered Godsmack metal.
They were new. Well, they were new metal era. Like new metal to me is like more like with hip hop influence.
They were very heavy rock to me.
They were of that time. They were. Yeah, it was like Disturbed or.
Well.
Yeah, I'd say Disturbed. And them are kind of the same. If you gotta
give me a choice between Disturbed and Godsmack, I'm probably gonna go with Disturbed.
Yeah, better singer at the very least.
Yeah, only because they were more talented. But also you ever listen to the lyrics of some of these Disturbed songs?
It's most of them don't make any sense.
They really don't. It's just like me and my buddy, and he didn't go to Dartmouth schools. He was his dad he was a rich kid from Dartmouth. He lived in Dartmouth, but played Dartmouth youth sports with us for a little bit. But lived primarily in Providence. His dad's a surgeon or doctor, whatever the fuck he was. Super rich. Lived out by Round Hill Beach, and he was on my paintball team. We were teammates on the paintball team for years, and he was one of my best friends throughout high school, actually. But him and I one time, we actually looked up the lyrics to a Disturbed song. Because they used Voices as the intro song to the intro montage to one of the the World Cup paintball videos that we were watching. Yeah,
are you reading?
Yeah, which was it was super cool when you put it fast action editing to paintball, and you're like, whoa, cool, this. Yeah,
is that's a let the living die, let the living die.
Yeah, and then you're and then my buddy goes dude, he's like, do you ever actually listen to the words of this song? I'm like, yeah, they're totally fucking gay. He's like, all right, good. He's like, I was hoping to God you weren't gonna say oh no, they're sweet. This is
that's. Yeah, absolutely. It all falls apart when you analyze it further than that. That's why Psycho Stick, their cover of basically Bodies by Drowning Pool, is hilarious because it's I can only count to 4, and then they do the video with knockoff Muppets.
Right. Yeah, I did. I saw that. That was hilarious.
But basically, this whole song is the guy counting to 4. Yeah. And so they change all the lyrics to reflect that, and it's hilarious.
I mean, listen, when Bodies first came out, it was a banger.
Structurally, no, it's a catchy song.
It's a very good song. It's very well done. It's a fucking banger. I don't think it aged very well though. Like I think it's one of those songs where like if it comes on now, you're like, because I think the problem is like it got played so many times. Like it just got played out, and then everybody was like, oh, like what's on your gym list? And it's like Bodies by John. I'm like, really? I'm like, let the like, what the fuck? I'm
See,
like,
anytime I've heard it recently, and by recently I mean like the last 10 years, it's always been like at a sporting event. Because it works in that scenario where they play like a quick clip of it, you know, that and then that part, and then other than that, it's somebody listening to it ironically. I don't know anybody that's like, oh hell yeah, Drowning Pool.
Right. Yeah, it's like, like it's, dude, it's so funny. Like I don't think I've ever once gone and been like, you know what song I really want to listen to right now? Bodies by Drowning Pool. Like, it's
the same thing. I can say the same thing for anything by Static X, and that's what baffles me about why they're still around. And why
I liked Static X back in the day. Like Push It was one of my favorites.
It's fine. It's okay.
Push It was a great song.
It's all right.
Like, but to me,
it's very
that's
basic.
Like, it is. It's very up tempo. It's very heavy. It's like it's a great. I'll put it this way. It's a great lifting song. You know what I mean? Like when you hear that first like you're in the gym and then all of a sudden like,
oh yeah, no,
right.
Yeah, your
cool.
Pump is kicking in right now.
It works. It works.
I get it within that context, but as far as a band goes,
Wayne was also great though. Like
I don't think he was.
I liked Wayne. I thought he was. Really
I don't
cool.
get why he's idolized so much that they have the band continues, and then the poor bastard that replaced him has to dress up like him.
Yeah, that's stupid. Like that'd be like making Jason Newsted dress like Cliff Burton.
Cliff Burton.
Like, nah, dude, don't do that.
No, just
be you.
We know Wayne was like iconic with his look and
right. Well, that was and that's the thing.
But
Wayne
that's Wayne.
Look,
he's gone,
and
man.
Sound and a way of doing things. Now, I don't think it was everybody's cup of tea, and that's fine. Like that's totally cool. Listen, I'll be the first one to tell you, I am not the biggest Static X fan. There's like,
I can name like 3 songs of theirs. That's about it.
Yeah, I'd say there's maybe 3 to 5 songs that I have over the course of 20 years that I like by them. 25 years, realistically. And I just don't think they're not a great band. They're a lot to me like Mudvayne.
I like them even less than Static X.
Yeah, well, because they only have 2 good songs.
I love
that's it.
The rhythm section in Mudvayne are legit crazy good. The bassist and the drummer.
Oh, the bassist is awesome.
And the drummer is great too.
Yeah, the drummer was really good.
But the guitarist is a fucking hack, and Chad Gray is a fat piece of shit who's not a good singer in any band that he's been in. He sucks.
No, it was. What was he in? What was their other side project?
Well, he was in Hell Yeah with Vinnie Paul.
Hell Yeah, which that band sucked, dude.
Yeah,
they had that one song. I was like, hell yeah, and I'm like, really? Like, you made a song about the name of your band? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and it was all corny. The gimmick
so
behind
corny.
that band, like it was just like, we're just
okay.
we're just good old but like hell yeah, right?
Right? Yeah, exactly. Like watch out with them Clemens.
But they didn't make it funny or cool. Like they.
No, Mudvayne at least like their shtick was cool. You know what I mean? Like when
Somewhat.
you first saw, like when the first time you saw the video for Dig, you were like, all right, this fucks.
No, I was like, this is gay. I was like, Slipknot already did something like this, and these guys, and the way the guitarist is moving is gay, and he also did that same just sporadic movement while playing the song live, and I'm like, that's gay.
See, Dig is one of my Dig is like one of my favorite songs. Like I love that song.
The video is shot well. But if you take out Chad Gray and the guitarist, I'm watching it. If just give me the bassist and the drummer, hell yeah.
No pun intended. But
exactly.
no, like Static X, Mudvayne. Like Mudvayne has 2 songs that I really like: Dig and Not Falling. Other than that, I could fucking I don't think they're very good at all. Static X, Push It. I think Love Pump is another one I dig just because it's like a weird one-off song that I like.
I don't even know that one.
It's very sexual.
How could it not? Really? It's called Pump It.
I think it's called Love Pump is the
Oh,
name
Love
of the song.
Pump. That's even worse.
Yeah, it is, and it's like again, it's one of my like guilty pleasure songs. Like I don't like actually telling people that I like that song.
It sounds like a song that Gene Simmons named it. He was like, yeah, just call it Love Pump, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's like the guy who names porno videos, and it's just like, what do you guys want to call this? Like, I don't know. Let's just call this one 9-inch slit splitters.
Yeah, hold on. I'm seeing it right here. Right here in the
got it.
marquee. Let me get it lined up. Let me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that'll do.
Anal Rima's 19. That's it.
Yeah. I bent Granny over the hamper and had her screaming for more. Like, that was an actual title of one. Like, one of my favorite fucking pastimes was when I had DirecTV was go to the adult channels and just scroll through the names.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, they were absolutely, like, whoever came up with these doesn't get paid enough.
And they're
Because
cranking
they were
up.
either
They're cranking them out, too. Like, they
Dude,
just have
they
to
were
name
either-
things.
Yeah, and they were like either so brutally lazy or they were wicked fucking fun, like, but wicked funny at the same time. Dude, it was absolute. Like, I had pictures in my phone because we were sitting at Ying Dynasty one day, me and my brothers, and we were sitting on like when they expanded to like the other side, like to make it bigger, in the one in Dartmouth.
Yeah.
And we were sitting on the other side. Everybody else is on the like the
Ah, shit. Lost you again, bro. See if we can get back on over here now.
hysterically.
All right, got you back. Ah, shit, and you're gone again. What the fuck? All right, let's see if that works.
All right, we back.
Yep.
Okay. We were literally falling out of our seat, pissing our pants, laughing at the fucking titles of these adult films. It was awesome. It was one of the funnest days ever.
Oh,
And I'm
it might as well be like Mad Libs or something. Like,
dude, it really was. That's the best way I've heard it put, actually. It was just Mad Libs, but you could only use sexual words.
which is a fun exercise to do, just like, because you can just get a Mad Libs book and then just put that spin on it, and immediately everything is hilarious, like even more funny than it should be. And
right? It's like one of them was like, I cream pied my stepsister. Now my stepmom is pissed.
yeah.
And you're like, okay.
Oh, and now it's not even titling.
I wonder what this one's going to be about.
Well, now it has to be more specific because everything is just like a scene now, or like
Right.
there are still like features made, but those are few and far between. Mostly, it's just like, here's the scenario, that's in the text. You know what happens. Hopefully, you get all the the nice camera angles that you.
Well, it's
prefer.
like, I don't know if you've been on like RedTube or Pornhub lately, but like everything is step porn now.
It's been that way for a while.
And I'm like, it's so annoying though, because the best production value goes into these like step fantasy scenarios, and I'm like, no.
Oh, you just skip ahead the preamble, like the set. You don't need the setup. Just like
no. Well, no, hold on. Sometimes like you fast forward like a little bit too much, and you're like, all right, let's get to the good stuff. And you're like, oh, hold up.
Wait a minute. No.
I gotta back up.
No.
I missed something here. How did we go from like, oh no, I have a date tonight to we eat an ass? Like,
yeah, no, I scrubbed to. I missed like some like.
I missed the center of the plot here. Like,
I think I missed the blowjob.
Yeah, like hold on, we've gone too far. We gotta go back.
Because I gotta have that as a warm up, like with this.
Do we have time for me to take a piss real quick?
Yes, because I kind of have to as well. So let's do that.
All right, let's do that.
All right,
take 3.
Take 3. I'll take
and
probably
go.
2, but yeah. All right, see you 2, folks. I don't know if that was 2 minutes or not. Maybe kind of close. Maybe a little over. Not sure entirely, but I am back. Joey will be back. We'll continue talking about UFC. We really haven't talked that much about the fights. Although he said he only watched the main event after the fact. I watched it live. I enjoyed the hell out of it. The only thing I missed was like the initial opening and intro and walkouts for the first two fighters. Because there was a rain delay, and then when I turned it on, the first fight was just starting, like right at the beginning of round one. So I didn't miss much of it. I enjoyed the hell out of it. The production value was top notch. The walkouts in various, utilizing various parts of the White House, and then saving them walking through the Oval Office for the main event for just those two guys. Great choice. Like Joey said, it was cinema, the way it was shot. Besides Hawkick's funny but cringe comment, everything was fine. I think he'll be better off after this anyway. Like, people are giving him shit about it, of course, and fairly. But at the same time, you know, it's garnered him attention. And at this point in his career, he's gone completely like pro wrestling persona as far as how he's presenting himself during like all the press events and stuff like that. It's a little much because I can see it's very transparent. I think he's a good fighter. I think he's leaning into that character too much. He doesn't need to rely on it to be successful in MMA. If he wants to a little bit, that's fine. I think he's kind of being heavy-handed with it right now, no pun intended, considering he's got heavy hands as a heavyweight. But, you know, there's a fine line between people that I like and don't like when it comes to doing that. I used to love Conor McGregor. But then he started getting a little too much for me, a little too extra. And then he threw that fucking, like, dolly into the bus window and injured other fighters, like my girl Rose, Thug Rose. And that's when I was like, nah, McGregor's kind of just a big piece of shit. But this guy, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. I think he's, playing it up as a character. He should probably tone it down a little bit because it is kind of cringe. And just rely on his natural abilities. And if he wants to play it up on the mic, that's fine. That draws people to want to watch his fights because either they love him or they hate him. You either want to see him win or you want to see him get his ass kicked. That's what it's all about. That's the only reason why anybody watches either of the Paul brothers do any of their boxing matches. Because you want to see them get fucked up. I'm not counting wrestling because that's, scripted. Although Logan Paul is a goddamn natural in pro wrestling. I think they give credit where credit's due. He's pretty much immediately been good since he has been on television. So it's been a few years at this point. He's still a piece of shit, though. Don't like him as a person, not at all. I'll say it. Let me see if I can't find. Hell yeah. Well, there we go. Yeah, I might as well.
Obama is a man.
What is that?
Am I right, America? And lastly, Michelle Obama is a man.
What is that?
Am I right, America? And lastly.
Okay, so yeah, that's what happened. It not including the weird Obama thing at the end there. But yeah, that's what Josh said. I think it's Josh.
Okay.
There he is. But yeah, all things aside, I just showed the clip of him saying it because I want to move on from that.
Yes.
The night was fantastic with the fights. I know you didn't watch it live. Everyone was a banger. and it was the first card in UFC history where they all ended by either KO or TKO, and nothing went to decision or submissions.
No shit.
Yes.
That I did not know. That is actually really rad.
Yep. The main event went longer than the rest of them into round 4. The longest any of the other fights went into, I believe 2 of them went into round 2, and then ended pretty quickly, or like towards the end of round 2. They were all very good.
Good. I had the only again, I forgot it was on. One of my buddies texted me. He's like, "Yo, you watching the fights?" And I was like, "Nah, I'm not actually." And then I was like, "What's it on?" He's like, "Paramount." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, let me throw it on." And I threw it on right in time for the main event. So I missed it because again, I forgot. I was like watching paintball videos on YouTube. I think I was throwing on. I watched like the NASCAR highlights from a pretty boring Pocono race, but
Yeah.
I'm a nerd, so.
Well, it started late because there was a little bit of a rain delay. So instead of at like 8, it started like a little before 9. So when I
see that weather was going to potentially be a problem for it.
But then it wasn't at all. Like once they were able to start it, nothing happened.
God decided Uncle Donnie's birthday should be perfect, and it was.
God looked down well upon the claw, set up on the south lawn of the White House, and said, "Let there be blood.
Let there be blood." And then, and obviously your birthday, Uncle Donnie's birthday, and Flag Day all on the same day. They were like, God was just like, you know what? No, this is for America, baby. Mm-hmm. And I love it because it is pissing off all the right people. American bullshit retard losers who just can't stand this country for whatever reason, yet they choose to live here. And like you said, it just pisses off all the right people, and that's how I know it's working. Yeah, exactly. They can't wrap their minds around just having fun, and obviously I saw so many bullshit, just like engagement farming tweets about. Well, I'd rather have my tax dollars go and feed homeless people than this. It's like, well, good thing that nobody's tax money paid for any of this. Good thing none of your tax dollars went to this, then, you fucking retard.
Yeah, because TKO paid for all of the setup and the production of this. The flyover, guess what? Flyovers are part of military training. That was going to happen regardless.
That's a training exercise for them.
Mm-hmm. That never costs anything for that to happen at any event.
Nope.
They just coincide it with training. So
yeah. That's it.
It's going to happen anyways.
They have to do X amount of hours every year or whatever, frame.
If you want to say our tax money went into paying for the military to do that, then fine. Yes, because that's that's true. But don't say that was extra. True. But don't say that was extra on top of it.
But you know what, Trav? The one of the few things that I actually like my tax dollars going towards, the military.
Yes.
You know why? Because I feel like the federal government's biggest and most prominent responsibility is to protect our country from foreign invasion or domestic takeover.
Threats, yeah.
That's it. To quote the great SEAL commander, whatever, from The Rock, I spilled the same blood in the same mud, but I swore to protect this country from enemies, sir, foreign and domestic.
Yeah.
And then he gets hosed. But yes, that's one thing. Like, that is the federal government's primary job, in my opinion, is to protect its citizens from outside forces.
Oh yeah, and that was the same dude from Shawshank too.
Was it?
Why can't I remember his name? He's great. He was also in the dumb Shia LaBeouf remake of Rear Window. He was great in that.
I didn't see that.
It's like from the early 2000s.
I forget what his name was. Commander Anderson, I think was his name. You know what kills me, though, is every time I see Michael Biehn.
Oh, Michael Biehn.
Bean.
Oh, you're thinking of him. Yes, I was thinking of somebody else in there.
He was in The Abyss, Tombstone, the original Terminator.
Yeah, he's
Terminator 2.
Yeah, he gets killed in almost everything, but he's he's great. Yeah, Terminator. He's the original John Connor.
Right. Yeah.
Well, he's
right,
John
exactly.
Connor's dad. He's
Right. Yes. That's what it was. I was like, wait, hold on. Who's
Yeah.
he in Terminator 2? And I'm like, oh, right. Yeah.
yeah. I was thinking
But
of
yeah.
somebody else in. The
I always
Rock.
love that. I always love that phrase that we spilled the same blood in the same mud.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, oh shit, they getting real. It's like real broy in here now.
Right.
Like, we're
Yeah.
bros,
Oh yeah. I was
bro.
thinking of David Morse. Who he was in the Green Mile. Yeah. The
David
Green Mile, 16 Blocks, Disturbia. That's the one I was thinking of.
David Morse.
You know
Oh
him if you
yeah,
saw him.
yeah. Tom
Yeah.
Baxter. Yeah, Major Baxter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yep.
he's a tall guy.
Yep, I remember. Yeah, he's been in a bunch of stuff, dude.
Oh yeah, great character actor.
Yeah,
sure.
he is really good, actually. Wasn't he in? Was he in? He was in a show. I feel like recently too. Was it The Last Ship? Was he in The Last Ship? No, it couldn't have been. Evil T-1000 was in The Last Ship, and so was.
I'm not seeing him in there. Well.
No, I
That's
don't
not
think
everything
that. I think
current.
I'm missing it.
Well,
but
yeah,
anyway,
he was in the Hurt Locker.
yeah, Hurt Locker. I remember that. I remember him in The Langoliers. I remember that. That was a kind of a weird movie.
Yeah, he's been.
Like,
He was in The Long Kiss Goodnight, 12 Monkeys, Extreme
Yep.
Measures.
Yeah, he's been in a bunch of shit.
Oh, The
too,
Getaway. Yeah. World
dude.
War Z.
Virtuoso. The Virtue. Oh no, that's not the same one. Never mind.
Yeah, he's been in a ton of stuff. What I mostly remember him from was The Green Mile, and The Rock.
I don't think I've ever actually watched The Green Mile.
Oh, Jesus Christ, dude!
I know.
What are you doing?
I've never seen Shawshank either.
I confuse him being in Shawshank because they're both based off Stephen King novels, and they're
Right.
both in prisons. And actually, as much as I despise Stephen King as a person, as a writer, he sometimes gets it right. I don't like everything he does, because some of his shit is like real bad.
Nah, some of his shit is gay as fuck.
It's
but-
real bad. But Shawshank and Green Mile, those are fucking bangers, man. Because Shawshank, there's nothing supernatural happening at all. It's just a great story. Green Mile is basically the same thing, but with some supernatural shit, but it never really gets fully explained, and it doesn't have to.
Right.
It just works.
Yeah, I listen. I know both movies are excellent.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just a fucking dickhead, and I don't watch shit that I don't want to watch.
Yeah, and they're both like over 2.5 hours long.
That too. That is the biggest turnoff for me for a movie. Is if I like. So I watched,
You got to commit to it. You got to commit to it.
Right, and that's to me like.
Which is
my
fine if you
time-
want to watch it, but if you don't,
But
you're-
you know what
you're-
kills me though?
you're
is
not gonna
I will
want to.
watch. Trav, I'll watch 3 hours of fucking South Park reruns
Mhm.
and not even bat an eye. But make me sit down and watch one movie for 2 hours, and I'm like, whoa, bro. Who do you think you're talking to here, okay? My time is money, sir, all right? You have to do something for me.
Exactly.
Do a little trick or something.
Although I know have you seen the new Scary Movie?
No, I haven't gone to see it yet, so we're waiting to go see it with a couple of our friends, with my buddy Sean and his wife.
I'm going to see it with Kelsey on Wednesday.
I look forward to your
Analysis, yes.
honest response to it.
I've heard good things. I've
I mean,
avoided all
listen,
spoilers.
I
haven't even watched. I've watched one
Scary
trailer, and it was a short one.
Possibly be spoiled. Like, it's like going to a Godzilla movie and be like, no spoilers. You're like, let me guess, the monster wins in the end or doesn't? Like, which one is it?
Yeah,
like,
but how it happens is important. Like,
true, maybe.
yeah, I'm
But it's
aware of some of the things that they're spoofing in it. Other than that, I've kept my understanding of it
I'm very
liminal.
much looking forward to it.
The only thing I will say immediately, having seen behind the scenes footage, is I need to buy an exact replica, if not the very one used on set that Doofy uses. It's obviously a motorized big wheel. I need
Yep.
that in my life, and
So you know what I bought from the first Scary Movie, or this actually was Scary Movie 2?
What's that?
I bought the door knocker that has the balls.
Oh yeah, that's funny.
Like it's just a big sack.
Yeah, the brass balls basically.
Yeah. So I bought that door knocker, and
yeah, that's fun.
it's sitting on my kitchen table right now. I'm just debating on whether to put it up on my front door or not.
I mean, you're either going to use it all the time or just at Halloween. And I feel like if you need to install it, then just keep it there, man. That's
what I'm saying. I'm like, let's just roll with it, you know?
Depends what the missus has to say about it, but...
Oh, she loves it. She thought it's fun. She couldn't believe I found it and bought it.
Well, then I think you kind of have to do it.
Oh, well, if anybody who's ever been to my house knows it's very phallic driven.
Well, the painting is now in the basement, but...
well, the painting, but then there's bottle openers. I have a suction cup dildo that is just like right now it's just plastered to one of my electrical boxes in the basement for whatever reason.
Because you're like, that's where you go now. Plaster.
Yeah, there's anywhere you go in my house, there's dicks. And
there's a dick somewhere.
Because they still make me laugh. Like it's still.
Yeah, and if you hadn't noticed one in a room yet, you're not perceptive enough.
Yeah, it's in there somewhere.
Or you did a good job in hiding it.
Yeah, that too. But yeah, it's like everything. There's a dick in every room of my house somewhere somehow. Like it doesn't matter. Like I've got like these wooden, like they're like full length like dildos, but they've got bottle openers on them. We bought them in Greece on our honeymoon, and I just thought it was the funniest shit that they just had them like out on the street, like for sale, like where people walk by like with their kids.
And you're like, hey, what do you guys actually do with these? Yeah. And then they just start smashing plates with them. It's like...
And this is like what the fuck?
Oh, okay.
I was like, this is hilarious. So I bought the little black one and then a big white one.
Yeah, because that's funny.
Because it made me laugh.
Juxtaposition. Oh, it's the opposite of what you think it'd be.
Gotcha, bitch. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's dildos. There's dicks everywhere in my house. It doesn't matter. If something's got a dick on it. Like I want to get one of those statues of like you ever seen birds with dicks? You ever gone on Reddit?
Birds yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yes, I know bird. Yeah, it's funny. Drawings.
Priceless. Yeah. I want a fucking sparrow with a huge hog on it, like as like a wooden carved one or like a sculpture of one. You know what I mean? Like, because I think that shit's funny. It's funny as hell to me. I don't know. I still find dicks funny.
There's a guy on what is it, Route 188 or the one that runs through Dartmouth and Westport.
Route 88, yeah.
That flea market near the top of the hill when you're in Tiverton.
Yep.
After you cross Fall River and then you're in Westport and then you're in Fall River and then you're in Tiverton within a matter of seconds.
Mm-hmm.
That flea market that happens on the weekends is a guy that does like wood carvings and they're good. You could probably commission that.
I bet you I could. Like I want a sparrow or a robin. Or actually, you know what? A chickadee.
Mm-hmm.
I want a chickadee with a huge dick.
You could probably tell him what you want, and he would come up with it without like a reference.
Oh, I would just show him that I have a whole folder on my phone of birds with dicks.
I mean, that might help, but this guy seems that good at carving because I've seen him.
Stupid. It's like,
they're very nice.
Why am I wasting all this space on my storage on my phone for these?
I mean, if you gave him a reference photo, he would nail it.
I bet.
You'd probably cry when you pick it up. You'd be like, oh my god.
It's more beautiful than I ever could have thought.
Yeah, you'd be like, oh.
It's so perfect.
It's beautiful.
Oh my god, I love it. But yeah, that was where are we going with this?
I don't know.
Oh, Scary Movie.
Yes.
Wait, we were talking about Scary Movie too. Yeah, the new Scary Movie. And the door knocker.
Mm-hmm.
Balls.
Yeah, you should do it. You should hang it up.
I'm going to. It's gonna happen. it's sitting on my kitchen table right now, like just waiting to go up.
And that's a quick install.
Fucking titties, dude. 2 screws, all set.
Yeah, you're done in minutes, and then there you go.
Yep. Can't wait. And then everybody who comes to my front door. You know, it would have been great to have it on my front door, and the guy this guy came by our house a couple weeks ago, and he was just like knocking on doors, like handing out business cards. He's an electrician or whatever, and like was just like, hey, we're in electrical work, blah blah blah.
All right.
But he had like his like 8-year-old kid with him or 9-year-old kid. And I'm like, oh, this would have been perfect if we had had this up when they came back.
Oh, that kid would have loved it.
Yeah, well, because the kid would have loved it, and the dad would have had to explain it. It would have been super awkward, and they would have been like, do we really want to give these people our fucking card? To be like, oh, wait till you see my basement, bro.
Oh,
trust me.
Yeah, it looks like
12-inch suction cup dildo is hanging out in places you would never expect.
this might be a reference only some people get, but it apparently walking into Joey's house, any room into his house is like walking into the photographer Mapplethorpe's studio. It's just all pictures of glistening cocks.
It's just like opening up the Notebook from Superbad, you know? Like, It's all you get.
Yes,
dicks.
that's Notebook.
Big, veiny, triumphant bastards.
Yeah, it's a big veiny.
The bigger, the
triumphant
veinier,
bastard.
the more triumphant.
Yep.
It's, it's why Johnny Sins is my favorite, you know? I have T-shirts, Johnny Sins T-shirts, you know?
That you
Is
made
that
into tank tops. Yes.
Only one, actually. Only one.
One was already a tank top.
Yeah, well, though, I cut the sleeves off the red one. I kept the black one in one piece. That's my, like, when I want to go out, like, if I'm going out and I want to wear
With
something
your
funny, but that's
Classy
subtle.
porn reference. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. like the Brazzers T-shirt is a little too obvious, you know, but this is just like, it just says Sins in cursive.
Yeah, that's
You
like
know?
having like a subtle like the North Face reference.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Peter, where it's the logo, but Peter Force Nate's face is like opaque in the logo. You can notice it if you look at it, but it's just the logo as it would be. So you got to look for it.
Peter North, the OG of the big dick white men.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're not including Ron Jeremy here. Fuck that guy.
Ron Jeremy did not have a huge dick. It was just, you know.
It was long, but it wasn't like substantial. Like.
I don't think it was even that long. I thought it was just fairly average.
No, I think it was. He had length, but he didn't have any girth. Why are we talking about this?
Jeremy's dick. How big was Ron Jeremy's dick?
Well, at least
his erect penis reportedly more than 9 inches. All right, never mind. That's pretty big. Which allowed Jeremy to fellate himself.
Gay.
All right. Hold on. Biggest dicks in porn.
Jesus
right.
Christ, we're going down this rabbit hole now.
All right. Well, Lexington.
Well, it's on
Steel.
your history, not mine. I'm not the one looking this up.
Lex the Impaler obviously wins. 13 inches. We all knew that. Danny D, 13 inches. Mandingo, 13 inches. Long Dong Silver, 13.
Yep. That's an OG.
John
right?
Holmes, 13. Holy shit, dude.
That's an OG right there, John Holmes.
Yeah. Wait, are these actually the measurements? No, that's not. Hold on, that's not. Hold on. I'm reading the wrong thing here. Hold on. All right. Lexington Steel.
You're like, no, I gotta be. If I'm gonna talk about it, I'm gonna be accurate.
Yeah, no, seriously. All right, so Lexington Steel was 11 inches. Danny D was 10.5. Mandingo, let's see. They make you read for it.
You're like, just show me.
It could be. It was anywhere from 11 to 13 inches, apparently.
But who's
Depending on
to
who you
say
ask.
then? Like, it depends who you ask and what the weather
Long
was like.
Dong Silver, which I think is just.
It's a great name.
Amazing. Well over 12 inches.
But that could mean again. Just say it's over 12. Like
in the article, they say this Wang was a real whopper.
Which is a unit of measure that's recognized. Apparently, Whopper.
Exactly.
I'm gonna start measuring things by how tall, like in units of shacks. Like how many shacks is that?
Long Dong Silver was only actually. They say that it was over exaggerated. It was closer to 9 inches.
Oh, that's not anything in that industry now at this point. What
John
a loser.
Holmes had a 10-inch banger, and Boomer Banks, one of the biggest dicks in porn, that measures over 10 inches. But he's a gay porn star, so you wouldn't know.
Doesn't count.
No. Rocco Steele, 10 inches. Roberto Esquivel Cabrera. What?
Some Spanish
Claimed as the
dude with a
biggest
big
dick in
brown
P-
hog.
They say he claimed had the biggest dick in the world at 19.8 inches.
19? Like, no woman really, even if they are a porn star, is enjoying that.
No. No, that's just terrible.
To be that big is a curse. It's like, yeah, it's that big, but
what can you do with it?
It's not practical.
No woman's going to be like, oh, yeah, I want that. You're like, wait, what? No.
You're never going to be truly satisfied unless you're on the set of a porn set. And then at the end of the day, you're like, I'm getting paid like an eighth of the amount that the women are. So what am I even doing?
Yeah, that's a rough. That's like almost like that'd be like that's like that's like what do you call them, like Dickerous? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
you flew too close to the sun. It got too big. Now you can't use it.
Yeah, it's like visually impressive. Of course, it's like, oh my god, like holy shit, look at that thing. But at the same time,
dude, I would whip that thing out every single chance I got.
If you're not doing porn with it, what else are you doing with it? You better be slapping people in the face with it just for
seriously,
fun.
Like if you have a 19-inch dick, what the fuck, like you would literally, like, if you wore like pants,
you're bludgeoning people with it.
I would wear pants that were like just slightly too tight, just so you could see it running down to my knee, literally.
Oh yeah, you get like a 5-inch inseam? No, I'm getting a 3. Like,
I gotta coil this bad boy up.
No, I'm wearing briefs basically out in public, and my dick is just hanging out of the bottom of it.
I literally have to duct tape it in a circle.
Yeah, it's all hanging out basically, or it's like uncomfortable bulge, like where the bulge is just so prominent.
I can only imagine, like, I know, like, every guy in the world, right? We all, like, every dude, like, no matter how big your dick is, you'll always, like, I wish it was bigger. Because it's a guy thing, right? It's like,
yes,
no matter, for example, like, I go to the gym every single day, right? And no matter how strong I get, like, and I know, like, the shit that, like, some of the things I've done in the weight room are superhuman to most people. Like, 99% of people can't do what I have done.
True.
And that's not me, like, tooting my own horn. That's just me, like, that's the reality of it, right?
Yeah.
Like, even among, like, people who actively go to the gym, they can't come close to some of the things that I've done, right? I had that level of, like freak in me a little bit, if you will.
And that's a product of you being naturally big, but also years of work. So
exactly right.
Yeah.
When I first started lifting, I was 217 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
The first time I walked into Howland Place as a 19, 20-year-old kid, whatever I was, I was 217 pounds. I was a runner, for fuck's sake, at that point. Like, and then I started lifting, and 235 turned into 217 turned into 235 pretty quick. 235 turned into 260. 260 turned into 280. 280 turned into 300. And I haven't been under 300 in probably 14 years. That being said, every time I go to the gym, like, I'm always comparing myself to somebody bigger, stronger, better looking than me, right? Like, it's body dysmorphia. It just is what it is. It's the same thing with penises. No matter how big your dick is, you're always like, but it could be bigger. You know? Like,
yes.
I've never had any complaints. I've never no one's ever left unsatisfied, to my knowledge.
Yep,
but
same.
In my head, I'm like, it could definitely be bigger. Like, I feel like I would have more fun if it was bigger.
Yeah, because then you're flexing like fucking Patrick Bateman in the mirror. You're just like, yep. Get the one bicep up.
Like, oh man, like if I had like another like 2 inches on this thing, like, I could then I could get a real good helicopter going. You know what I mean? Like,
and I've had no complaints either. Recently, I've been told, and I've known this for a while, I have a very tan penis.
Nice.
It's like tan all the time, and now it's being referred to as the George Hamilton of penises. It's just perpetually tan.
It's a very handsome penis.
Very handsome penis. Got a classy mole in the right place. No, it doesn't have that, but
we got very handsome penises here.
yeah, and no
I like Travis here. He's got a handsome penis. Hey, they're handsome. That's a nice penis you got there.
very handsome penis. One of the most handsome. We all know.
I love how we went from like UFC, White House, Trump to
Scary
big
movie
dicks
to
and-
straight up like we're looking up. Well, you're looking up porn star penises sizes.
Oh, dude, trust me. If anyone ever looked at my search history, bro, they'd be like, "What the fuck?"
And the first
Like, why
search
was this
wasn't
guy
good enough.
looking-
You were like, hold on. This is like
They're like, "Why was this guy looking up property in Uganda and then the AIDS and the rape rate at the same time?"
Well, we can move on to the next topic,
Yes.
just because we're getting close to almost 2 hours here, so we might as well go on to the next big one. UFC stuff aside, that was great. I enjoyed the hell out of it. Joey, I lost you there. Let's see if we can't get you back. Still don't see. And of course, that happens right now. Let's see.
You got me?
Yeah, Oh, there you're gone again. Goddamn Clements! Shit, lost you again. You keep popping up and then...
Labs, fuck off.
Alright, let's see if that works.
I mean, it's working now.
But speaking of how to layer down and Clemens getting in the way, Karmelo Anthony trial ended last week.
It sure did.
And boy, are people of a certain demographic really mad about it on social media. The same demographic that are soaking pineapple with Kool-Aid and then selling it to each other for exorbitant amounts of money, where that is like so many health code violations and like food service, like you can't just do that. And
I mean,
even some stores are doing it, but that's not the main point.
Down for pineapple soaked in Kool-Aid.
That's not good for you. You're.
I mean, obviously it's not good for me, but neither is fucking cotton candy ice cream. But I eat that shit every night.
Right, but this is like, even if you did do that responsibly, it is not good, and you're taking the perfectly good pineapple on its own, and bastardizing it. Pineapple is like one of the sweetest fruits out there, and it's great.
That is true.
I love pineapple. Makes your cum taste great. I've been told.
Is that the trick? That's the one.
I've been told.
Oh, all right. Well, guess I don't know. I'll let you know next week.
If you like pina coladas.
And I do. Oh boy, do I. Or in my house we call them penis colitis.
Well, that may be due to a different reason, but
well, yeah, because again, everything in my house is somewhat phallic in nature, for no reason whatsoever other than I'm extremely juvenile, and that's just the way it goes. But yeah, I was gonna say the Trayvon Martin, the Karmelo Anthony case, same idea, I guess.
Kinda.
This one was fascinating to me, Trav, for a couple of reasons. One, because people actually went all out on defending a kid who literally stabbed someone in the chest, in his heart, and killed him because he refused, because he did exactly what he played right into the stereotype, right? Like,
yes.
It's like, oh, blacks, like everybody's like, oh, blacks are always, they have they're predisposed to be violent, right? And you're like, well, no, not all black people are violent. Like,
right.
I know plenty of black people that aren't. Like, that's ridiculous. Like,
yes.
But this kid decided to play right into the stereotype. Like, he made, he basically proved, Chud the Builder right. In a lot of ways.
I was going to circle around to that at the end of my point,
sure.
But we can touch on it now. But it's if Chud is found guilty, I will accept it. But at the same time, it depends on the outcome. Like
I honestly don't know much about the Chud case. I know like what his shtick is and what he does, and I think he's kind of a douchebag for doing it.
Yeah,
but,
I follow him, but I only started following him right before this all happened. And from what I understand, I like the cut of his jib when it comes to his like what he stands for, but what he's all about and the way he does it is very, just engagement farming. And he literally went on camera and was like, "I want to instigate, basically, any minority. I will say horrible things to their face to incite
to provoke a response.
To provoke a response. That way, I can shoot them." He said that.
Right, and it's like, dude, like...
So that's not helping him.
No, like, and not for nothing either, but, like, whatever, like, cause you think you're helping, you're not. You're hurting it. Like, just let the natural order of things work itself out. Like, it doesn't need you to interject, right? Like...
Now, I've seen footage, like, what happened with Karmelo and Metcalf there, that wasn't... The footage wasn't really revealed. To the public.
Well, I guess there was really no footage, or if any footage it was, we didn't see it. But all the witnesses that testified during this case said that he had every opportunity to just walk away.
And his key witnesses for the defense said he was the aggressor. Like you just said, had every opportunity to leave. He might have been shoved, but again, being shoved does not dictate plunging a knife into somebody's chest, into their heart.
If I listen, in my line of work, if a con shoves me and I pick the guy up and suplex him, break his neck, give him a basal skull fracture, and kill him, guess what? I may as well just swap out spots with him because I'm going right to prison.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you can't do that. Like, there's levels to this shit, right? And so all the people that were claiming, like, oh, he acted in self-defense. These Metcalf kids were bullies, and they were bullies, and they were bullying him, and this, that, the other thing. I'm like, no, listen, I don't give a shit if they were bullying him or not. Dude, I got bullied by people my whole life growing up. Same. We all have. It's a part of, like, growing up and going through middle and high school.
No, like, what I learned to do was how to defend myself, and then I threw down. That's what he should have done.
But you know what you didn't do? You didn't plunge a knife through somebody's chest after you provoked them. Like, you didn't go up and ask for a fight, and then when the kid goes to give you a fight, you pull out a knife and shove it in his chest.
And just immediately do that after being just shoved.
No, and then immediately play the victim.
If he had been dogpiled and was being kicked in the head and all this other, if any of that happened, okay, knife can come out, and that's okay.
And
yes.
even still, Trev, how many instances have we seen of people that are getting their asses beat in an open public scenario like that?
Yeah.
Pull out a gun, use lethal force. I mean, like Kyle Rittenhouse got off on self-defense because the whole thing was on camera.
Yeah, for multiple angles.
If that hadn't been filmed, the whole event, Kyle Rittenhouse would probably be in jail right now.
Yes, and the fact that they're trying to compare that to that, and same with the George Zimmerman, Trayvon Martin case.
Not even close. None of them.
It's apples and oranges. It's not the same fucking thing.
I think my main point about this whole thing that I was getting to was that the amount of mental gymnastics and people being deliberately obtuse and just using fake or false information or facts, if you will, quote unquote, to make their point is alarming to me, because they're so entrenched in a certain mindset that they can't possibly fathom that this kid just did something that was really fucking stupid.
And if I will go as far to say, and I said this since the beginning, although we haven't talked about it much on the show yet, but if the shoe was on the other foot, the same exact thing happened, but the roles were reversed, I would want Metcalf to be found guilty.
Absolutely. Because it's not even no fucking question, dude. You can't just put a knife in someone's chest and kill them because they step to you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no, it doesn't work that way. There, you have to have justifiable cause to use lethal force to defend yourself. Like, it's just, I don't care what state you're in. Like, that's kind of like, you know, like par for the course along all state lines.
Yeah, across
like,
the board.
Yeah, like, you can't do that, dude. Like, and not for nothing either, but like, bro, the amount of people that just, they're just so, how do I say that? Like, how do I want to put this? They're so careless with someone else's life.
Yeah.
Like, that's a lot. You only get one of those, dude. Like, there is no coming back from that. And I feel like a lot of times people get lost in the moment and they think, like, I'm going to kill this motherfucker. And you're like, yeah, like, you say that, but we don't mean it literally, because there's no coming back from that. Once you cross that threshold,
once you
don't come back.
Then it's the oh shit moment of, what the fuck did I just do? Now, so many lives are affected. Like, it's not just me being angry anymore for whatever reason. It's so much more than that. Lost Joey again. So you get him.
Or plus, regardless.
Got you back.
Melo he will see. I think he will see a minimum of 25 years in prison, even though he's eligible for, I think, what was it, 17 and a half
17.
years? 17 years. He won't, not in Texas, he won't see parole at 17.
No.
Because the self-defense claim.
Shit, lost you again, bro. Trying to get you back.
In terms of your ego, in order to preserve your well-being and your life, like, because now you're going to spend the next at least minimum, I'm going to say minimum of 20 years in prison. For what? Because you wanted to keep it real? Yeah. Like Dave Chappelle did a whole segment about this, of, you know, when keeping it real goes wrong.
Mm-hmm.
This is a perfect example of that. He wanted to keep it real. Oh, I ain't leaving. Touch me and see what happens. Okay. And the kid did, and they're like, oh yeah, you fucked around and found out. Yeah, now who's finding out? Like,
yeah, he is.
Now a kid's dead. You know, his brother's growing up without his, you know, he's got a dead brother.
His best friend.
His parents have a dead son. And the Karmelo Anthony's parents now have to watch their kid go to fucking prison for the next 2 decades.
Yeah, and it seems they embezzled a shitload of all that money, too. Like, I think
they did. That was all bullshit anyway. The whole the give, send, go, that was all bullshit to begin with. They bought a new house in an Escalade. You know, that was cool. And
then you see all the apologists. They're like, oh, they railroaded him. He wasn't given a fair trial. There wasn't any black people in the jury. How could the court allow this? It's like, well,
the funny thing about the no black people in the jury thing was that I think there was 3 black people that were selected for the jury.
Yep.
And they all said, I can't convict a brother, so I can't be partial. Which, I mean, is probably them just being like, nah, fuck that. I'm not sitting on a fucking jury for a murder trial.
But everybody that is bringing that up is like it's a valid point, doesn't know how the justice system works, and that the defense also plays a role in deciding who's on the jury. Yes. So they would not allow people, whether they're biased one way or another. It just so happened the 3 black people that were in the pool said that very thing, or at least along those lines.
They were like, nah, I ain't convicting a black man, I ain't putting a black man behind bars. Which is like, you know, it goes back to that Family Guy skit where it's like, oh, how'd you get out of jury duty? I just went in there and said some racist shit, and Peter just sitting there in the jury room, he just goes, looking around, he's like, awful lot of honkies in here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they're like, all right, you're out of here, get out. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and that's it's the same type of shit though, because there were black people selected to the jury. Obviously the defense was looking for that because they were hoping they were going to be sympathetic. Those people, for whatever reason, they decided that they
showed all their cards immediately.
Yeah, to say what they wanted to say, because I honestly think they didn't want to be on that jury.
It's,
I mean, I
that's
don't know if
entirely possible.
Hey, you ever talk to anybody who's been on jury duty for like a long trial like that? It's miserable. It sucks. Like,
Yeah, they don't
especially
want to
like,
be
you're
there.
sequestered. Yeah, no one wants to be there. No one wants to be doing this. Like, I mean, my dad sat on a jury trial one time, and he was just like, I never knew how stupid people were until I had jury duty for like I got selected for like a major trial like
And
that.
you and these other 11 people have to come to a consensus, and it's like, Jesus
Yep.
Christ, you're pulling your hair out at the end. Probably because there's only like one or two people holding out, and it's like, why can't you see reason? What the
Yes.
fuck is wrong with you? That you're like everybody else is in agreement here.
It's like the Beavis and Butthead episode where they're on jury duty.
Yep. Oh yeah, that's an older one. I
And they're
remember.
like, yeah, and they're like, yeah, he's up for trials of manslaughter, and they're like, whoa, that's cool.
Yeah.
They're like, no, it's not, and he's like, and Beavis is like, yeah. He's like, manslaughter, the slaughter of man. Like, and he's just like all rocking out, like, yeah. It's like, it's so, but that's, dude, like, you gotta remember, like, just think about the dumbest people you know, and then understand that those people get selected to be on juries.
Yep.
For cases that decide people's lives.
Yes.
Which is, I mean, like, I get that's how it was drawn up that way for a reason, but like, holy shit, dude, like, you are leaving your hands in the fate of some really, really stupid fucking people sometimes.
As much as I think it would be cool to be on like a big trial as a juror, because I follow so much true crime stuff. Like,
oh hell yeah, my wife loves getting jury duty cards. She's like, fuck yeah.
I don't think I'd actually enjoy it if I'm actually a part of it, even if it was unless it was a big case.
I'll tell you what, my wife and my dad loved it. My wife, like, she like lives for, she wishes, she wants it like all the time.
I mean, if it's a murder trial, okay, now I'm engaged. But if it's something kind of boring, I'd be like, ah.
So one of the ones my dad was on was it was a sexual assault case, and they basically wanted this guy to register as a pedo for like taking a piss in public.
Right. Yeah. Which.
And my dad was just like, no, like, I'm not doing that. Like, no, fuck that. Like, everybody's done that. There's no evidence this guy's a fucking weirdo.
Yeah, then I'm a pedophile. You're a pedophile. Every guy in this room's a pedophile.
Like, no, I'm not doing it. So my dad ended up being the one to like just sit there with like his arms folded and be like,
Stonewall.
Yep, I can sit here all fucking day. I ain't got nothing to do. I don't give a shit. I hate my job. Fuck you.
They're paying me to be here right now.
Yeah, they're paying me to be here, so go kiss my ass. And there was this African American woman who was like she was the what do you call the head juror?
Might just be the head juror, or it might have a different name in different.
Yeah, I think it's a different name, but anyway, she was like,
I know what you mean,
about convicting this guy of being a sexual predator, and my dad's like, no.
Mm-hmm.
And then eventually, slowly, like, the whole room started to side with my dad because he was like, they're like, is this really worth? Like, is this really that bad? Like, do we really want to ruin this guy's life because he took a piss
at the wrong place at the wrong time,
like 200 feet from a playground or something at 3
when
o'clock in the morning?
When there was probably no kids there either.
Yeah, there was, and that's exactly what it was. But for some reason, this thing went to like trial, and like there was a jury, and like it was a way bigger deal. My dad was just like, no, not doing it. Fuck you. And
I agree with your dad on that.
He could explain the details better than I can. I forget the story. It was, I mean, this is.
It seems over. It'd be one thing if the guy ran up while they're on the playground with his dick out, and he's like, ah, like.
Yeah, I mean, you do some dumb shit like that, you deserve everything you got.
There's actual intention involved.
Yeah.
With this, it's just like,
but context
shit.
matters, right?
Yeah. Well, not to the left.
No, not to the left. Not at all. Not
Never has.
No, absolutely not. You know,
Yeah, that's why coming back to the Anthony case, it's exactly why or some of them are saying he should be freed and pardoned. It's like, what are you talking about? I think he froze up there. Yeah, you froze up there, Joey. it's a slippery slope. I understand that. I'll keep going until Joey can get in here. Let me see. Nope, still not working. Oh, wait, nope, still not working. It it is a slippery slope. Yeah, that's not working either. I don't think. Let me see. Let's see if we can't get you back in here. Come on, Joe. I believe in you. You can come back. You're not just frozen in time. Although you might be. And thank you, Kelsey and Jelly, for commenting tonight if you're still watching. Props to you guys. Appreciate the engagement. And hope you've been enjoying the show. No matter how long you watch for. Or if you're still watching. That's fine if you're not. Let's see. Joey, you are still frozen, my dude. Might as well call you Mr. Freeze right now. You're frozen in time. Still, alright, let me disconnect you and then see if we can't get you back on. I'll send you another one so we can wrap up. Alright, let's get that going. Alright, there we go. We'll see if that works. But yeah, this whole case has been a mess. Like I said earlier, Joey's in agreement with me on this. Like, regardless of the outcome, this is how it should have happened. I said this improperly. This is the way it should have happened, regardless of the roles of the people involved. If Metcalf was the one who stabbed Karmelo, then yeah.
I'm on the wrong side again.
Oh, there we go.
You got me?
I think so.
I'm on the right side of the screen, so this is a first.
Well, you can't lay that out. I figured it was just it looked everything like the way I have it laid out on the stream, but apparently I'm wrong. I've kept that the same since day one, basically. Are you with me? Or did you freeze again as you're looking at this shit? Yeah, probably. Seems like it. Oh my god. The amount of... The amount of notifications of you trying to join and not working is so long now. We gotta try and finish this, brother. Get on in here. I believe in you! Yeah, you're still frozen. I have no idea what's going on. It's... The only thing I have to change sometimes is like the like the bottom half here when we go to this this view when showing a window. Other than that, oh yeah, what did this bitch say? That's how you respond to magnet ignorance. Third world refugees here. I have a PhD in English and I won a Pulitzer Prize in fiction. What have you done? Oh yeah, that's good. Oh wait, no, that's not. Most third world migrants cannot assimilate into civil societies. Prove me wrong. I'm confused with that post. Alright, let's see if we can get Joey back. Joey! think you're still... Yet you're still frozen. Trying to get you on here, man. I'm not sure what's going on. Yeah, trying to get you back in here, brother. See if it works. Streamlabs has failed us once again. All the more reason that we need sponsors and an actual studio where we're in the same place at the same time and can afford a staff. That would be amazing. Yeah, we don't have the viewership for that right now, obviously. But we both thank you wholeheartedly for those of you that do endure this bullshit with us and enjoy our banter. We truly do it for the love of the game. This is just because we like to do this and nothing else. The fact that anybody wants to listen to it is a bonus, because otherwise we would just be doing this like via webcam on our own anyways. The whole idea of it was like, yeah, why don't we just film that, basically. That's kind of the premise of this. But that being said, I think Joey is still locked out. Let me try and check in with him via phone. I'm going to say, if you want to call it now, we can. Just because of the time. I have work in the morning. We'll see what he says. Let me see. Let me see if we got him in. I don't think so. No. Yeah, it's still not working. Oh, wait, there we go.
You got me?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Well,
let's try and wrap this topic up.
It up real quick before we fucking lose it again.
Again, this is, yeah. Thank you, anybody that is still watching. I tried to keep the raft afloat there. Oh, did I lose you again? I'm gonna...
No, come on.
Punch a baby. All right. Good. Okay, so, yeah, in closing, when it comes to Karmelo Anthony and all this stuff, I said it well, you weren't on here. I think we're on the same page. Justice was served. It should not be reversed. Anybody that is claiming that there needs to be appeals and all this other stuff, well, the appeals will happen when they can, but he's been convicted of murder. I think he got off light. I would have, if I were part of the sentencing process, I would have recommended like 40 to life. That way his chance of appeal is at least a lot later. He made his bed. He needs to sleep in it. Doesn't matter your age. He's going to have to learn some hard lessons right now.
Absolutely.
And it would be the same if it was the other way around. If he was a white guy that killed a black kid.
Yeah, there's no...
Same.
Well, again, and Trav, this kind of comes down to, like, the whole... like, the whole point of this whole bullshit argument and this whole scenario is you and I, like, we don't look at this, like, the only people looking at this as a race issue are racist people.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't look at, I don't look at, like, if the shoe was, like you said, the shoe was on the other foot, I would 100% want the white kid to be put in prison for doing what he did. Like, you don't have the right to take someone else's life. Period. In the story. Or if you got to have a really damn good fucking reason. So, that all being said, no, like, I'm not buying into the race baiting bullshit. This one's gonna die down, I think, pretty fucking quick. It already has.
Yeah.
It really hasn't gone anywhere.
Thankfully, there was no. I mean, there was uproar outside the courthouse and in like certain towns in Texas. Of course, people getting in other people's faces, saying some nasty things, but it didn't reach like George Floyd levels of
no.
Peaceful protesting.
It looked
quote,
like
unquote.
they were about to try that shit, but I think everybody with like cooler heads were just like, "Nah, fam, we ain't doing that."
It's not a good time, and also it's stupid and doesn't make sense because it's wrong. It's wrong to do it for either reason. Really, like,
right.
You don't go out and do that.
When the witnesses that the defense brought were just like, "Yeah, like he totally could just walked away, dude." You know, like
the star key witnesses for the defense did not do him any favors.
No.
And you got some of the people on the conspiracy theories like, oh, well, they were paid off and blah blah blah, and posting all this other nonsense. Like the fake it wasn't even a picture of the judge and the DA with Jeff Metcalf, but the captions were, oh, he's friends with them. It's both the judge and the DA, and it's like the main prosecutor there, and it's not even the same people.
Right.
Like, I think it was the dad, Jeff Metcalf, but he was just with some other guys that didn't even remotely resemble the people involved. Like, neither the judge nor the lead prosecutor. So,
nope.
it's almost all of that was all reactionary responses that were completely unhinged and unfounded just because they're mad. And like you said, yes, it's been over a week now. It has died down a bit.
It died down this one died down pretty quick, I think, all things considered.
Well, because I think even some of the more vocal people, I mean, they're still out there on X and everything, but it has died down. Even they're we don't really have a pot to piss in right now.
Right. The whole fucking, like, you know, like Twitter is not real life. I think people need to realize that, you know?
Yeah, none of it is.
But especially Twitter. And that just gets to a point of, like, all right, like, what are we doing here? You know, like, Twitter, like, you're going to get people on Twitter, especially if they have a blue check mark next to their name, be exceptionally wary of whatever they're posting, because they're posting because they get paid based on engagement.
Yes.
So if they're posting something off the cuff and that's crazy, like, you know, if they come out and post something like, Matthew Stafford is the great, or Tim Tebow is statistically the greatest quarterback to ever play the game of football, above Tom Brady.
Yeah, you're gonna get everybody that knows anything about football jumping in on there,
commenting on it and saying something, and you're gonna be like, oh, okay, but then you realize that, oh, they're doing that because this is what they wanted.
Yeah, it's the Krasensteins of the world. It's the
exactly
those little fuckers,
the grifters.
Yeah, it's just grifting for grifting's sake. Like, we talk about stuff because we want to talk about it, and we say what we say about it. But I'm on X. I'm not even posting shit like that. I will comment on things like that, but now I've retracted on commenting when I know it's actual, like, engagement bait.
I try not to comment on those or or even, like, you know what I mean, whatever. But like, sometimes, like, it's not, because again, the person posting it, and this is the game.
Consider the source.
Right, the person making that post, they don't want you to start fighting with them. They want you to start fighting with everybody else in the comments, and that's what drives it. Like,
you plant the seed, you walk away. That's what it is. They'll engage. They'll respond a couple of times here and there. But other than that, they're not responding to everybody. Do I got you back? God damn it, we lost you again. This is deja vu. This happened before, and I think we were in the same conversation. I just had that weird feeling. Let me see if I can get you back here. Looks like you hit some clippings. You might have hit some clippings. Let me see. Trying to get you out there, but you're goddamn frozen again. Alright, well. Didn't mean to adopt a southern accent there. It just comes out sometimes. Go, oh, damn it. Even though I'm not. Oh, wait. Was that him? Let me see what he says. Fuck it. We tried. Well, Joey, if you're in the chat, you can say goodbye that way like you have before. We did try. And you know what? For the most part, we were active. I gotta say we were. I'll go out with him frozen here. We sure did, Joey. On behalf of the Vanilla Gorilla, the man, the meat, the legend, Ozempic's final boss. Yes, fuck Streamlabs, apparently. I mean, they fucked me over too a couple times. More often than not, just user error on my end. I'm not saying that's on Joey here. It's probably Streamlabs. Typically, this works pretty well. But last week was my fault. This week, who knows? We'll be back next week. I will be taking the following week off, as I will be at the Santana and Doobie Brothers concert that Monday evening. But following that, we will be back post Independence Day. Yeah, it probably is some dumb update bullshit. Most likely. But for the Vanilla Gorilla, the man, the meat, the legend, and Ozempic's final boss, Joey Fats, I am Trav. This has been the Adult Table. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned next week. We should be back unless something fucked up happens. And then I'm off the following week. But then we'll be right back after that. Unless Joey's on another cruise getting hantavirus. We'll see. Until then, take care, folks. Thank you.